How's it going, YouTube? Liam from Leeds Australia here, and welcome back to Let's Play Minecraft. But we're doing something a little bit differently today, as we're not on the Bedrock version of Minecraft, like I have done in the last few episodes of Let's Play Minecraft, where we were checking out the ray tracing maps for Bedrock Minecraft. This time we're on Java Minecraft because I wanted to check out a specific map that has been made that had took about 3 years to complete in its entirety. And this map is actually a recreation map, believe it or not, of a certain game world, or a certain world from a completely different series that I, of course, have played a heckload of for many years. And I want you to check out this shirt. So this shirt, I got it a while back. I got this over at Uniqlo, I think, or Uniqlo. I don't remember. But at a certain point, Uniqlo had did a Legend of Zelda themed collaboration. This is, of course, for Tears of the Kingdom. Now, that, of course, should give at least a decent hint of what we're going to be checking out. Because if this room doesn't look familiar to you, or to anyone, then it will be familiar to some, and especially when I have just mentioned The Legend of Zelda, because if we go outside, whoops, then if we reach up all the way here, then you will notice that we are actually at the Great Plateau from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This is, I think, focusing Breath of the Wild more focusedly. I think there are maybe a few Tears of the Kingdom elements into this. I'm not 100% certain. But what we're basically looking at here is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild recreated in Minecraft in its entirety. Like I said, and this took 3 years, which was made by, if I get my notes out real quick. So this has been done by Grazzy and a few others that helped him out. So a huge congratulations and well done for Grazzy to completing this in its entirety. And of course taking 3 years to complete, because obviously Breath of the Wild is a very large map. So to basically get a scaled replica, or to basically convert, or just to design the entire map via eye from Minecraft, from Zelda to Minecraft, that is a very tough feat to handle. So again, a huge congratulations to you. That is an excellent amount of work done. But we're going to definitely check things out. Now, for this video in particular, there's going to be 5 locations I want to check out. There is obviously, of course, a bit of the Great Plateau. We have, of course, the Guardian Tower that we do need to check out. There's, of course, the Temple of Time over there. But there's also, of course, if I remember off by heart, so there's, of course, Zora's Domain. There is Death Mountain and the Goron City. There is Gerudo Desert and the Plaza, I think the name is. And then, of course, there's Ruto Village that we do need to check out. But there's also, of course, Kakariko Village that I do need to check out. And then, of course, I forgot the name of the town that you visit that becomes sort of the new home location for Link and Zelda for Tears of the Kingdom. I believe that's how it all goes. But, alright, and away we go. Now, I am going to be exploring using different shader packs at the moment. So the current shader pack that I am using right now, and I'm using Optifine in this case, is BSL version 8.4.0.1.2, which is something that Nab has found, and I not long downloaded that. But there are a few other resource packs that I will check out. For example, there's, of course, the Solder's Vibrant Shaders, which is something that I've used numerous occasions. And then the Complementary Reimagined Shaders pack, which basically sort of replicates the ray tracing effect from the Bedrock version into Java Minecraft. That's sort of the rough idea we are looking at here. But we will definitely check out every single one of the shaders. But as you can see, the thing that this shaders pack does is that, so obviously you can see clearly looking through the water to the water surface, which is something that the Solder's shaders doesn't necessarily do well. I will say that the shaders here doesn't look half bad at all. The BSL shaders actually does look pretty cool. Now, just to give you a rough idea of what we're looking at here, and I'm kind of sort of experimenting a little bit here. So if we turn on Zelda shaders, obviously, hopefully the game doesn't crash. Oop. Alright, so not to basically explode the game again, we're not going to turn chunks, world chunks up like that. But, so this is the Zelda's shaders pack, and I kind of like the water effects of Zelda's a little bit better compared to the BSL, but that does not mean that I do not like BSL completely. BSL, I think, if I have to really sort of look at it from this kind of perspective, Zelda kind of the BSL, excuse me, kind of actually matches Breath of the Wild sort of lighting style, if you will. Which is an interesting sort of idea to look at. But, obviously, I do have a third, which is, of course, the complementary reimagined shaders. Which, again, the idea, of course, is that it's sort of replicating the ray tracing effect from the Bedrock version of Minecraft into Java Minecraft. And while that if it's a complete rescale or whatnot, it still does a fine job, actually. It really does do a fine job of kind of replicating that feel, that sort of style of the Bedrock version of Minecraft, if I am 100% honest. For the time being, our focus is really going to be using mainly the two, basically BSL and Zelda's resource pack than anything else. But, as you can see, so this is meant to replicate the goddess statues that you come across to gain an extra heart or gain an extra energy. I forgot what the energy thing's called. Energy seeds or something like that. But this is where you go when you have certain types of items that you can exchange for an extra heart or extra energy, which is pretty cool. And again, they had done a fantastic job of recreating from scale, whether if it's 1-to-1 or not, it is still pretty darn impressive. So you have Grazzy right here. So he's the one who sort of organized this map. Over the course of the project, I've hidden 11 logs throughout the map containing behind-the-scenes thoughts and ideas from Grazzy as he's worked on this map. Okay. Well, we won't worry about that too much, but again, a huge well done and congratulations to Grazzy for this pretty massive achievement. Because, like, think about it like this. To spend that amount of time, especially 3 years, to recreating this, the entirety of Breath of the Wild's map into Minecraft it's a very challenging thing to do, because I would probably bet that Grazzy would have to go back and forth between looking at the game's, Zelda's actual game map, and then try and sort of replicate that as much into Minecraft. That would be a tough thing to do. Ah, okay. Oh, and he's even recreated the... wait a minute. Wow, okay. So I wonder if he's turned this into an adventure map. Is that how that works? I think that's how he's done it. Or at least how the main idea of it is, I think. I think that's how it's meant to be doing. Alright, well, hang on. Let me turn some settings down a little bit. Alright, that's a little bit better. Alright, we'll keep it like that while we can. But that is still pretty darn impressive. Now, I do note that there is actually a Bedrock version of this map that you can download. I'm not going to worry about that too much, because the idea is really just if it's going to let me. Yeah, because there's so much happening, it's going to be loading up very, very, very slowly. So Alright, so it's put us back here, but at least that it's running smoothly for now. Okay, so let us grab these. Whoops. Anyway. But that is still pretty darn impressive that they basically not only just recreated the overworld of Breath of the Wild, but they've also recreated the actual dungeons and whatnot. And you go back up here. That's pretty darn impressive. Like that makes this even a much more impressive recreation of the game's world. That is insane to do that. Wow. Oh, here we go. Here's our tower here. And you know what? That's actually not a bad job of, like, recreating the, I can't remember what it's called, but to basically grab the map information to the tablet for Breath of the Wild. That is pretty darn impressive. But what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to fly around until I find a certain point in the game. Again, as I mentioned, there are 7 locations that I want to go to, of course. And I want to try and at least find one of them or a few of the others. And then I will continue recording. So I will be right back. Alright, so not completely far off from the Great Plateau, of course, is Lake Hyrule. And look at that. Oh. Let the world load up a little bit. But look at that. That is absolutely well done. And sometimes part of me sort of thinks if there were certain moments, or like if there were certain inspirations for recreations, not necessarily, I'm not assuming, of course, the recreation of the game into Minecraft, but more if I look at, for example, what am I thinking? I'm thinking of, so you have, of course, the long bridge, which I think is Lake Hyrule Bridge. Oh, I could be 100% wrong with that. But from Twilight Princess, you have, of course, the long bridge. I wonder if that is inspiration for the Lake Hyrule Bridge for Breath of the Wild. That's the kind of thing I'm sort of asking. Quickly go over here while the map loads slowly, but it's getting there. Okay, so for the safety and for the sake of the video, I've loaded the chunk render distance down again, because obviously that is the major culprit of, you know, trying to load this map up completely. So I've lowered it down, and we're just going to continue on exploring. There is a stable house over here. And you know what? They did a pretty good job replicating the horse's head for the stable. What does it look like inside? Yeah, look at that. That's cool. That is really, really cool. Chicken! But again, like, that's the kind of thing that I'm just impressed by, is just the amount of detail that is added and just recreated into a game, into basically in Minecraft. It's just impressive outright completely. And we're heading towards that's the jungle area. Whereabouts are we going? Whereabouts am I going? I need to get, I should probably get myself like a map of some kind, because I could get pretty lost pretty easily if I'm not careful. So we're at the Twin Rock location. I forgot the actual name of the place itself, but basically you have the two-sided rocks where you have the river down below. Like, that is pretty impressive. Like I won't lie, that is absolutely amazing of how much work and detail has went into this. And I'm just going to change the shaders because I'm going to look at what it looks like in Zelda's. But yeah, that looks absolutely awesome and incredible. Cool. And again, I know that I said that BSL kind of matches the lighting a little bit better compared to Zelda's when it comes to sort of having that same sort of lighting feel as Breath of the Wild. But it's still pretty impressive with this lighting here. And again, you have a bit more life added into the water, so it has a bit of, so you can see the wave flows and whatnot. But that is pretty cool. Like, honest to God, like, if I try to replicate or make any sort of attempt to replicate a map based off of a video game that I personally enjoy, like Breath of the Wild. Oh, look! Oh, what the heck? Oh, it's a player head. Okay, that makes sense. So, that's a cool way of doing it. So, using a player head based off of someone's character model as an eye. And use that as the eye of the... I forgot what the big goblin or bokoblins are called, but that is awesome. So, they've recreated the mini-bosses. Oh, yeah, there's this bit here. Like, I'm basically just flying around, just finding, like, random places and random spots that just pop out of interest. And I know the frames are sort of getting ahead of the, getting ahead of the game at the moment. So I'll find a spot and stop for a moment and let the chunks load in. Like, if I was to spend the amount of time, or if I had 3 years as the amount of time that was given to create this map, I probably would only last maybe 2 weeks. I would probably lose my patience because you have to think about it. The amount of detail that goes into creating these, or like just to get everything sort of maybe near picture perfect. Like that's a strong feat to tackle. All right, I think so we're coming up to Zora's Domain now, which I think if we go further out this way. Game's having a hard time loading in again. So maybe if I stop a little bit and let the game load up, that'd probably be a good idea. Here we go. Here's the big bridge. And it's getting nighttime soon, so we'll see if there's like any lighting elements they managed to replicate into this version of the game, or at least into Minecraft, because you do have the, okay, alright, I see what they're doing here. That's pretty clever using the candles, actually. Alright, so they did replicate the lights. Yeah, okay. So this is one of the first stops that we'll make in our journey. If the game... I'm just going to quickly stop a little bit and let the map load up. Alright, so here we are. There's obviously a lot more other massive amount of chunks that have been loading up into Minecraft at the moment. Especially further up that way. But, here we are in Zora's Domain. And I love this. I absolutely love this. This is definitely well done. Like, it is, again, I would have to assume that it would have been incredibly tricky to basically recreate all of this into Minecraft. And again, you would have to spend so much time and basically go back and forth into Breath of the Wild, Minecraft, Breath of the Wild, Minecraft, to basically try and get every amount of detail into the game and look at the numerous references that you can get. I had no idea that this actually had an effect on it. What's this one? Warped. I don't know how you pronounce that, but you get what I'm saying, right? Anyway. But, yeah, it's just absolutely impressive. Let's quickly change the resource pack to, or the shaders to BSL. And see what that looks like. If the game doesn't crash. Yeah, okay, alright. So obviously you can see a lot more clearly with this texture, with this or shaders, or rather. But in all honesty, it's still not half bad. You do get a bit of like a near haziness to it, but I mean, I have nothing against it. You can definitely see a lot more of the details And especially, again, you can see a little bit more better inside the water with the shaders. But let's look at... nope, I'm looking at complementary. Ooh. So in my mind and in my idea, I would sort of say complementary has the mixture of excluded the water from Zelda, but it has that kind of complement, sort of kind of the cross between Zelda's and BSL, I would say, in terms of like textures and shader work. But I will say that this looks beautiful, like absolutely beautiful. And obviously, this is one of the reasons why that I wanted to look at this map in Java rather than Minecraft. Despite the fact, of course, that I have to get used to, and as you would have noticed, a couple of crashes here and there. But that's just me messing around with too much of the settings. But this is still a pretty... This is still, like, pretty looking good. Alright. So... let us move on to another location. I know that I'm not going to get to every single location in this video, unfortunately. But, let's see if we can find another place to look at. Okay, so I'm basically free-balling when it comes to finding certain locations to visit. I think we may be coming up close to Death Mountain, I'm assuming, I believe. No, what's this? I don't remember this area. To be fair, it has been a while since I have played both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, so a lot of things I don't exactly remember. Oh, wait a minute, I know where we are now. Yeah, I remember. I just don't exactly remember how close or how far this location is. But, here, the thing that I've been thinking about... Oh, we could be close to... We could be coming up close to... Hyrule Castle, maybe? There's a flag there. Is it this way? I have a feeling that we are coming close to Death Mountain, though. That's what I'm thinking. At least I'm hoping that I'm getting close to it. But, this is one of those kind of situations of... Oh, no, I know where we are now. Yes, I remember. So this is another spot, I think, where another goddess statue was located. Am I right on that? Yeah, okay. I remember where we are now. I think this is the what is it? Is it a fountain? Is it a fountain or... It's the fountain. It's like, oh, my light's gone dark because it's getting low on battery. It's the pond or the lake or the... Oh, it's starting to rain. It's it's basically something of courage. It's one of the many sort of ponds that you can come across throughout Zelda. I can't remember the name of it on the top of my head, but that's alright. Oh, yeah. This is the, what is it? It's the... This is basically the aftermath of one of the battle locations, and you see all of these, like... destroyed, rusted up guardians that have probably been destroyed by, No, they were all destroyed by Zelda. That's right. I remember the cutscene now. Yes, I remember. Okay, alright. So we're back here. I need a bloody map. That's what I need. I need to search up a map for a second so I know what the hell I'm doing. Alright, you got another one of those big guys around here. Okay, so we're back close by to, like, Hylia. Okay. Or Zora's Domain, rather. Okay, so I believe... So this is Lanayru Tower. So Lanayru Tower's right there. So if I head towards... If I get my bearings right... Okay, so if I head towards... this way, I'll probably head towards or make it close to Kakariko Village. That's at least what I'm trying to aim at this point, and then I can end the episode off there. Oh. Aha! Yes! I recognize the fairy fountain, which we'll quickly have a look at. Ah. Yeah, alright. I can see what they're doing. What they were trying to do with that one. It's not bad. So we're going to clear up the weather so that it's not raining. But here we are. Kakariko Village. And this is... I think this is where you meet Impa. Yeah, yes. Yeah, they have done a really good job. I try to remember though, were there any cherry blossom trees in Kakariko Village? Probably not. What the heck? Oh, so this resource pack you actually see a reflection of the water hitting the I forgot what you actually call it, but you can see the water reflecting off of the surface with this resource. Because I don't think if I change it to let's see, if I change it to cilders. Yeah, you don't see that. So that's basically complementary sort of bonuses. And I don't think if I change it to BSL, I don't think you see. Yeah, no, you don't see that from that either. Interesting. Okay. All right, but there you go. So that is basically a rough idea of what Minecraft, what Breath of the Wild looks like in Minecraft. I might revisit or do another episode and check out some of the other locations in the next few episodes. But because that I had to deal with a lot of crashes and basically me messing around with the settings and having to do a few little other things here and there, I'll leave it there for now, but I will definitely revisit this and do another episode because this is definitely well done. I absolutely love this. Again, to Grazzy and his team of whoever he got to help him out, congratulations. This is absolutely incredible. You know, again, 3 years, sometimes to recreate something a massive scale as this, recreating not only just the whole overworld map of Breath of the Wild, but the dungeons as well. Like, that's still an impressive feat to make here. And yeah, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. So I'll definitely do a few more episodes of this and check out the other locations I want to visit. But that is the time I have for this episode. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, then click the like button. Click the subscribe button for more videos anyway. Until then, this has been Let's Play Minecraft. If you want to check out the map for yourself and download it, then I will leave links in the description. But until then, until next time, I've been Liam from Links of Australia. Lay 'em out.